to my channel. So today I'm going to do my Pan That Palette update. I was really hoping that I would have a pan to share with you, at least one, and I have been trying, but no, it hasn't happened. I've been working on these two palettes for this month. These are my Pan That palettes for the year. Yes, I have two because I'm a little bit crazy. So I have the Naughty Nude from Huda Beauty, and I have the Alter Ego palette Shadow Kiss. Yeah, I slowed down. I slowed down this month. I did have some family stay with me, and during that week, or 10 days or so, I didn't wear as much makeup as I expected, so I thought I would do a good little final push before I had to film this update, and I haven't. So yeah, we are here. Let's start with the Naughty Nude because it is the one that I've used the least. I did do a decent push the first month. This month I definitely have slowed down. I do want to go into this a lot more. It's not because I've slowed down because I don't want to go into the palette. I've just been a little distracted, and I went into far too many palettes in the month of February. And the way that I film my updates, it's pretty much like, I don't know, 3 weeks out of the month and then the first week of the next month. That's kind of like where I've been standing, or maybe 2 weeks in each, I don't know. So anyway, Naughty Nude. This one did not go into nearly as much as I was hoping to. However, I do think the progress that I'm about to show you is visible on certain shades. I will show you what it looked like last month. Obviously, I already had the two pans from a previous project that I was able to hit in those. And then the slippery shade, which is like that gooey, weird shade, I had already removed from the palette a few years ago. All right, here we are. This is what the palette is looking like now. No new pans, as I've said. I don't know if you're going to be able to notice, but this shade in particular has definitely dipped quite a bit. And oops, it's not like I've gone into it a lot, but it definitely has changed quite a bit. So anyway, I will just put it on the screen so you can have a look. But I'm sad. I definitely did not achieve what I wanted to achieve this month with this palette, but I also didn't really try. I got just distracted with other things, other palettes, other makeup, etc, etc. So I think I will do a more of a push this month because I am kind of itching to get back into this palette. So yeah, we'll see. I feel like I have a decent excuse because I had family, wasn't really focusing on it the last 10 days, didn't wear a lot of makeup the last 10 days. So, you know, I'm back today, I'm back filming, and I knew I had to film this update, but I didn't use it today because I did my Shop My Stash instead. So, you know, priorities, girl, priorities are somewhere else. Anyway, let's go into my uses. So this shade right here is called Filthy. I used that 3 times, and that's why it looks visibly different compared to everything else. So I think I will hit pan in this probably by the next update because it is a very easy shade for me to go into. It's a very pale mauve, the lightest shade in the palette at this point. So yeah, I think that one I will hit pan on. This Passion one, I only went into it once this month. Shameless, I went into it twice. Did not go into these 3 shades, so we will skip them. I went into this shade, which is Untamed, twice. Then I did not go into these 3 shades, so we'll skip them. There's quite a lot of shades I did not go into this month. Spicy, which is the other matte brown. I went into it once, you know, not a huge amount. And then didn't go into any other shade aside from this one called Juicy, only once. So you can see I barely used this. Like the only shade I really used was this one, and that's why it's pretty, it's the only one that's really changed. I did say last month, oh, I'm gonna hit pan in this one, but I didn't go into it. I think I would be able to hit pan in it had I gone into it, but I didn't, and so that's a shame. So yeah, I don't see it as a failure because I'm still going into it and reaching into it when I want to, but obviously it's not the progress that you would want to see. But I have to bear in mind, it's only been 2 months. I have a whole year to make progress on this palette. I'm not gonna beat myself up just because I have a bad start. Or not even a bad start, just a slow start. It's a slow start. Okay, moving on to the Alter Ego Shadow Kiss. This one I went into a lot more than the Naughty Nude, and I've been really enjoying it. And I thought I was gonna hit a pan, but I haven't hit a pan. But this one I'm a lot happier with how it's looking. So I will put up on the screen what it looked like last month. I did not go into it very much in the first update, definitely have gone into it quite a lot more. Have no pans in this palette. Barely any use on certain shades, but there are a few that obviously already had a few dips in them, and I've just furthered the dips pretty much this month. So yeah, this is what it's looking like now. I feel like it's looking a lot more used, a lot more loved, but again, no pans. No pans to share, but I have a lot more use on this palette. So let's go through it. So I went into Cloak once. A lot more uses, I only went to it once. But, you know, went into it once, went into Vanish twice. I went into Mist twice, mostly all in inner corner, these ones. I did not actually go into Veil at all. I went to Fog 5 times. This is a really beautiful shade. I love it. I went into Risk 7 times. This is the shade that I'm actually trying to hit pan on at the moment. And I thought I might hit pan on it, but obviously 7 more times is not enough. I do say quite a lot that Alter Ego is hard to hit pan on. It just takes some time. So I just need a few more uses, and that will definitely be a pan. I went into Disguise 3 times. So this one I've been really enjoying. This is a shade that I never kind of thought about when I went into this palette, but the more I've used it, the more I've really enjoyed it. It's really pretty. So I've been going into that quite a lot. Went into Tempt once. Did not go into Eclipse. Actually, that's not true. I totally went into Eclipse. I did. Wait, hold on. Let me just make a note of that. I definitely went into that shade. I went into this shade and one of the looks. So I definitely went into this shade, but only the once. I know because it was literally 2 days ago. That's how I remember. Shroud, I went into it once as well. And then we have Desire down here. I went into it twice. This one I did not go into. Dare, I went into it once. Umbra, the darkest brown, I went to it 4 times. And then Zeal, I did not go into it at all. Which I think I did, but maybe I didn't. So those are the uses. Definitely a lot more uses than the last update. So I've kind of done a swap. I went into the Naughty Nude a lot more the first round. Didn't really go into this too much. This time I've really focused on this one quite a bit, but not even on purpose, just been pulling it because I wanted to use it, and I've really just enjoyed using it. And now this next month, I kind of want to do a split between the two again, try to see where I am in terms of, you know, just pulling them organically, but still also try to use them in conjunction with each other, because that's like the best way for me to get use out of both of them if I do use them together. And I definitely want to try to hit pan in the first shade in here, because I do find it is quite powdery. And so when I go into it, there's quite a lot of kick up at this point. So I do think that there is potential to hit pan in it by the next update. I'm not going to make any other predictions though, because I've been pretty bad with this palette. So anything else will be a bonus, but that will be my main focus for this next month. And then the Shadow Kiss, it's going to be this one. I just really want to hit pan in this. I've really enjoyed it. I don't think I'm close to hitting pan on anything else at this point. So I just need to just keep on increasing my uses on everything. I'm not worried about it at all, because again, I'm going into this palette, I'm really enjoying what I'm doing, and the more I use it, the more it's going to be loved and looked used. So that's all that matters to me at this point. I know it's a pan up palette and people get pretty pedantic about, you know, having to use every single shade a certain amount of times every month. I'm really trying to get tons and tons of progress. But I feel very relaxed about this project, especially since I have 2 palettes. If I just had the 1 palette to focus on, I think I would see more progress and maybe be a little bit more inclined to show more progress. But because I have the 2 palettes, I just feel like I can't put myself under that pressure. It just is silly. I have too many other projects. I like to go into my eyeshadow, and I kind of like to go into different eyeshadow colors and textures and looks depending on my mood or what's going on that day. So I can't always use the same palette all the time, especially since I have too many. So yeah, this one definitely want to hit pan. Where is it? This one, the shade. So 2 mattes hopefully that I want to hit pan on for next update. But yeah, that is where I am with my pan matte palette. I do feel really happy with the amount of use that I've had in the Shadow Kiss. Maybe not as many uses as I would have liked on the Naughty Nude, but again, I was busy. It was a shorter month as well, February, so I'm hoping, you know, we're already like mid-March though, so I don't know, but I'm hoping for the next update I will have quite a bit more progress to share, and hopefully hopefully some eyeshadow pans, because I have definitely slowed down on eyeshadow pans lately. So, you know. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.